We're running it on 80 PSI. It is now easy to load. We're pushing 490 on FPS. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to watch this, y'all. That's it, guys. All right, y'all, I'm about to do something y'all probably never thought you'd see me do. But I'm about to take this Ares amoeba and I'm about to turn this into a HPA sniper go-getter. So let's tear into the sniper, y'all. This is airsoft, 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 airsoft. Look. For the sake of safety, always cover the muzzle. Do not peek into the muzzle in case of injury and cause apoplesia, I don't know. Please read instructions carefully. Please do not aim at other people or animals. So this is an airsoft, but they don't want you aiming at other people. But anyways, don't aim it at other people just for the heck of it. We're going to take it and we're going to HPA it. This is for Cameron Palatino, Paloski, my good friend. Here we go, y'all. We're going to dump out all these parts right here, all these Gucci HPA parts. Look at there. There's the bolt. What is this? The X bolt. It's by Wolverine. There's our fitting. There's our There's our, there's a nice little patch. There's our O-ring kit. There's our QF code. Here is our sticker. So we got a sticker, a patch. That right there. We got a whole bunch of O-rings. We got a daggum thingy to feed some air. Here we go. Hang on to what you got. Full video. We're gonna go full video on this one. Lots of people are gonna say, that's boring, but lots of people are gonna say, thank you. I was wondering how to do that. Funny thing is, I've never put one of these in before. So if you've never put one of these in, and I've never put one of these in, we're gonna put them in together. So right now I'm just taking the screws out of the trigger. One big screw at the back here. I'll try to show it to you. And there's one screw at the front, and I think it's like a 3mm Allen. So there's the one screw in the back. There's your front screw, and a lot of times that'll just pop the whole firing assembly out of these snipers. Most of the time they're not super duper complicated. So guys, if you have an Ares amoeba, the sniper, I guess it's the Stryker, hit this little switch at the bottom of the grip and you slide up on it, and I'm gonna show you what's in there. What do you guys see? Allen number 1, Allen number 2. What? Who likes it? Me. JJ likes it. So guess what, y'all? That was pretty cool. So next is we got our screw out here already. We just don't know how it comes off yet because we're JJ. And JJ doesn't like to read directions. JJ just likes to unbolt things and keep unbolting things that don't need to be unbolted until JJ gets it all apart. So JJ got that apart. JJ got that apart. What is JJ missing? It looks like right here is another thing. It's holding it. You unscrew it. You could possibly use your Allen to do what I just did there. And that is your last bolt. Watch. Oh, boys and girls and boys and girls. And there goes your front. So you unscrew that with your Allen and off comes the front. And then it looks like we're into some goodies. So now what do we got? All right, y'all, I'm going to show y'all what I did to get this out because I did it off camera and I know it can be kind of tough to do this. So I unscrewed the front of the barrel, which you didn't have to do. I could have left it on. Matter of fact, I'll stick it back on just to show you guys and girls that you don't have to take it off. So you can screw that right back on. But I took it off because I take things apart and then I figure out later I didn't need to. Next, so this is the whole bolt assembly. This goes in through this side and this right here will be sticking out, which means it's ready to fire whenever it's orange. Anyways, that because it goes up against the bolt. There's an Allen screw. Take the Allen screw out. This right here actually sits behind this spring and keeps all that tension against it. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull that out with a pick. Once you take that screw out, you pry that out, you'll lose that spring tension. Then the whole bolt assembly will come out. Now, I just figured out that I probably should have went ahead and took the trigger mechanism off, because you can't get the bolt back in without the trigger mechanism off. So I'm going to go ahead while I got you guys. And the cover sits on there, and doesn't even look like that one has a spring for it. Anyways, so now that I know I don't need that on right this minute, I'm going to use this to keep all the springs intact. Now we're going to set the receiver to the side, and we're going to actually work on the bolt assembly. So we're not probably going to need this anymore, but we're going to keep it. And then I've already loosened this, so I'm going to show y'all. This has to come out. And all the pressure is already released. As you can see, there is your piston and your spring and your spring guide, just like an AEG. So when you wind her up and you let her go, pow, all the air is compressed, comes out the front, boom, there's BB downrange. Now, what are we doing here, y'all? What are we doing here, y'all? We're putting in the X bolt. I don't know if you want to call it X bolt, bolt. I don't know. You call it whatever you want to call it. So, what we're going to do, we're going to take the nozzle off for now, and we're going to go ahead and get the bolt placed where she's going to go. Spring and stuff here to let that fall down so the bolt will go in. Also, this little guy here has to be moved. This little guy, to let it out. So we're going to pin that down with a pick tool, just like that. And now we're going to go ahead and assemble the bolt, which is going to go all the way in like this. Yes, sir. So I'll show you what I did here. I held down this with a pick tool because it makes it a lot easier. I'm gonna even lie to y'all, I don't even know what that thing is called, but I stuck the new HPA bolt inside of here. I screwed the tip on. So I screwed the tip on, and don't worry about lining it up or anything. So I got a little catch down, slammed the bolt in, flipped it over, pulled the pin, so now that's out. So everything's working fine. So now I'm gonna take my trigger sear, I don't know what you wanna call this thing, which just kind of chills right there. And here, like that. And that's what actually catches the bolt. So we got that in. It's functioning, moving smooth. Now I'm going to go ahead and lay our trigger right back in. And as you can see, the trigger grabs this. I'm going to call it a sear. I'm not 100% exactly sure it is a sear. But this adjustment screw actually goes there, the longer one. And then your two shorter ones. One is for the back of the trigger right here. It goes right there, and you kind of lift it up and baby it in there, something like that. This one here, same way, it has a little notch in the bottom of the sear. I'm just going to call it a sear because anything usually that grabs the trigger is a sear and lets it go to fire, so we're just going to say a sear. So there, that's all together. Now, we're going to go ahead and drop the trigger assembly together. All right, y'all, so we're going to tighten that up pretty tight. Tighten this up pretty tight. Make sure we got good functionality. We do. Now, boom. What's he doing? Bugging you? Mom? Now, what you got to do is take this, and it goes in just like that, and then that goes right into the bolt. Just like that, y'all. And that is it. So right now I'm just catching this. So now that I've got the bolt in and I screwed everything in there, Y'all don't freak out if you take and whenever you stick it together, if you try to rack it, it doesn't go back as far anymore. It goes to here, boom, boom. If you want, I mean, I don't get it, but anyways. There we go. Anyways, y'all, this is for Cameron. My buddy Cameron, he pays. He doesn't mind. He hooked me up with some cool stuff for doing this build. That's another thing, y'all. I do trades. If y'all want to trade me parts for builds, I love to do trades. Especially HPA trades, y'all. Mom, yeah? Do we have any Cokes? Could I get one, please? All right, boys and girls, we're fixing to set this down, yes. Oh, that sounded yummy. That sounded good. Nothing like a Coke, the very first sip. Did you have a long day? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to put her back in her grip, so I'll show you exactly how I got it out. I just put it there. And this piece right here, it just kind of snapped. Let's see if I can get it to snap back in the way it snapped out. It just kind of snapped out of there. So that just kind of set in there. And that just really, honestly, just snapped in. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, just snap like this. Boom, that's it right there. So that's how it snapped in. And then remember I told y'all the long screw went to the back. And the short screw went to the front. And then this ugly little screw here went into the barrel. Remember, it went into the barrel. I'll have to show you when we're done. So we're gonna take alignment. You gotta align the hop up. You gotta align the gearbox shells. You gotta align this. You gotta align that. Trust me. If you want a straight shooting airsoft replica, you need to do alignment. All right. That's kind of next. We're gonna flip her back over. Out the way. We're going to go ahead and put our Allens back where they go. They got their own nice little land where they just hang out in there. So there's one Allen. There is the second Allen. So if y'all got one of these, you definitely got an Allen. Then you take your little piece here and you slide it on, just like so, and it locks right on there. Now we're going to go ahead and flip it. I'm going to stick the mag in just so you. So what you're going to do now is you're going to turn this to where this is vertical. And you're going to put this on. Actually, I don't even know why I tried to slide it on. You're just going to clip it like that. That's got to go in between the two. And then you're going to take your funky little ugly screw that I told you about. It's going to go right into there. And you can always stick an Allen wrench through it or a pick tool to tighten it up. It just goes roundy, roundy, round. Sorry, I'm out of the camera. Yes, I know, it's very ugly. That's also your sling plate. If you want to hook up a sling. All right, guys and girls. Go ahead and tighten this little booger picker up. I seen another YouTube video on this I started to watch. He literally went to the video of where you take the bolt out and he stopped and that was it. And then he went to taking and putting the bolt in. So I just wanted to try to do it just a little different. Not necessarily any better, but just different. So we're all hooked up, y'all. Look at there. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. Now he can run this line pretty much wherever he wants. This is only an 80 PSI line. So that's gonna go to a reg. And this baby's ready to rock. So that is your Aries Amoeba Sniper with the Wolverine bolt. And it comes with a full O-ring kit. And as you can see, this is what all I took out of it. I took out a spring, I took out the bolt, took out the pin that holds the spring back, the bolt for that, and the spring guide. So you're gonna take out those parts, you're gonna end up like this. So I'll show you a shooting test next. All right, y'all, so after all the video you just seen, here we go. We have the Wolverine Bolt, and we're running it on 80 PSI. It is now easy to load. We're pushing 490 on FPS. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to watch this, y'all. That's it, guys. And she's Mean Gene, and I'm gonna let y'all watch a chrono so y'all can see the FPS for yourself. 493. Come on, and that's at 80 PSI, y'all. So if y'all want to upgrade your sniper, hit me up. Peace, y'all.